All right, good day, everyone. My name is Stephanie. This is Total Body Fitness, either beginner, but I think next month I'm going to call it gentle because everybody's done some sort of exercise. So I don't like the word beginner. I've decided I want to change it to gentle, meaning that it's just not as uh, advanced level as maybe some other total body fitness classes. Just take it down a little bit, and I do a little bit more explaining of what we're doing, why we're doing it, and so forth. So without further ado, let's get started with a little gentle warm up. All right, ooh, let me fix my computer monitor. Okay, so we're just gonna widen the stance and just kind of turn and let the arms kind of flop and hit the body. This is just getting a little mobility, doing a little relaxation technique as you let them kind of hit your sides or hit your front and backs. All right, and then we're gonna take shoulder rolls, but we're gonna bring the elbows up if we can. Okay, creating giant circles with the elbows. So if I turn to the side, looks like I'm drawing a circle. My elbow. And then reverse. And relax. Shake out the arms. All right, let's march and pick up the knees. You're gonna go a little higher with the knees. So here you're working on your mobility of your hip. You're also building strength through your hip flexors, which is right here where your crease is. You're also building some core strength. Adding a little twist to it. Keeping upright. Try not to bend down into it. We're gonna stay upright. Trying to bring opposite knee and elbow, so creating across the body. Also in this class, we'll do a lot more balancing than maybe we would do in another type of fitness class, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just shake your legs, kind of like you're on one of those power plate machines, just kind of bending and straightening your legs, shaky, 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 shaky. What this is doing is relaxing the muscles in the legs, creating a little vibration through the body. This is also helping with lymphatic drainage. And relax. We're going to take some side stretches. So right hand is going to go up into the air, your left hand to your hip. You're going to reach up and come back down. We're going to stay on that side 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Arms are going to come out to a T. Palms go up and back as far rotation as you can make without your shoulders doing a whole lot of that. Trying to keep the shoulders down. Palms up and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go wide with your stance. Turn your toes open. We're going to do little plies, pulses. Okay, keep going. You want to feel like your knees are tracking over your toes. You want to have no pain in your knees. So if that means that you just barely bend them, that's fine. If you can go down further, great. You just want to really push back the knees so they're tracking over your toes. Four, 3, 2, and straighten the legs. Squeeze your tush. Okay, maybe even put your hands back there. Feel your tushy squeeze. and relax. Shake out each leg. All right, so we're gonna bring those hands in, elbows are gonna go down, trying to create a little stretch in the back. And then from here, you're gonna pull them open and squeeze the shoulder blades together, trying to push the chest forward. So we're going in, rounding the spine and pushing forward. Working through the shoulders. Feeling little squeezes on both sides. Squeezing back here and squeezing here. This is working your upper back, shoulder mobility. Continuing with the shoulder mobility, we're going to bring the arms up to what's called a cactus. You're going to bring the palms parallel to the floor. So I've got like a 90-degree angle, and then the palms come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I know it, 8, and relax the arms, shake them out. All right, let's go wide with our stance. You're gonna turn the toes not as far wide as you would do that goddess or that horse stance, but the toes are at a like 45-degree angle. And you're just gonna bend the right knee, keep your left leg straight, and then come to center and switch. Nice, slow control. Gonna try to keep the chest upright to begin. Now, the more you hinge forward, the more core work you'll get, the more back work you'll get. So I want you to start to experiment. Even though you're doing this leg bend, see about hinging forward, taking your butt back slightly, and then coming all the way up to standing, bending the other knee, little side lunge with hinge, and then coming back up to standing. Bend to hinge, come all the way up to stand, and bend to hinge. Come up to stand. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And if you're really strong, maybe you go all the way to get your chest parallel to the floor. Keep your back flat though. If you notice, my back is very flat, not rounded. So then you might need to go a little bit slower to get there. Once again, you can alternate right leg and left leg in this movement. Trying to keep the shoulders parallel to the floor. And come to center, bring the legs together and shake them out. Hip rolls. So you're going to bring your leg across, lift it and circle, land, and then change to the other side. Cross, kind of starting to work already into your balancing. So slow and control. You can do them fast, but then you're not working on balance, right? So nice, slow. Trying to get as much roll and range as you can. If you need a fingertip to the wall, please do fingertip to the wall. I'd rather you have a good hip circle and have the stability if you need it versus falling and not even getting a good hip circle, okay? All right, let's come back to some arms. We're gonna go with a W shape. So my hands are not straight up, they're out at a little angle. And if you look at my body, I've got a W. My elbows are away from my bod. We're gonna go W to Y, W to Y. Okay, if this bothers your shoulder, maybe you just do W to cactus or just a smaller lift, okay? Otherwise, straighten the arms, out to a Y. Evaluate how this feels for you. And if this feels okay, I'm going to invite you to get your 3-pound weights for the same exercise. Otherwise, you're going to stay with no weights. So you're going to go W and Y, nice and slow. W and Y. So looking at yourself in the mirror, look for a really perfect Y shape. You know what a Y looks like, right? Yes is what the first letter of a Y is. And W would be winner. Winner and yes. Shoulders should be on fire here. I know it. 3, 2, and 1. Let the arms hang. We're gonna do some shoulder shrugs. Control them up and down. All right, sticking with our light weights, we're going to do a bent over row. So your feet are about hip width distance apart, knees are bent, and you're going to hinge forward with a flat back. I'm going to have the hands by the knees, and I'm going to bend the elbows, pull the weights to your hip crease versus up to your armpits. Armpits are fine, but it's a different exercise. I want you to try to work as much of your back muscles as possible. By pulling the weights backwards, you're lengthening out the neck and engaging more of the muscles around your shoulder blade and in your lats and your lower back. Your stomach is strong. The more hinged over you are, the harder it is all around. It's harder on the, more strength in the legs, more strength in the core and back, and there's more gravitational force, so it's harder to lift up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up. We're going to go over the head with a tricep press. So I'm going to invite you to do one arm. So I'm going to have you put down one of your weights. You're going to put the other weight up into the air, and you're going to support your arm with your hand, your fingers. You're going to bend the elbow and straighten. Now, if you have a difficult time with overhead with one of your shoulders, you can always do a bent over tricep extension like this. Here we go. 1. We're trying to just keep the arm steady. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Nice. Switching to the other side, reaching up, placing the hand here in the elbow crease, bending the elbow, and 1. Trying to keep this arm bone steady. 2.
I didn't get that. Could
3.
you try again?
4. Does anybody know how to turn off that Siri person?
Sorry, I'm still not sure.
I mean, I'd like to disable completely. Siri, you're out of here. I feel like you've done about 10. My Siri has been very chatty since I upgraded like my phone, like I did that whole upgrade and the watch and everything, and it's just like it's been messing my music up, and it just keeps talking. It's like all of a sudden, it used to never have any problems. Now it's like, and I didn't say. All right, heavy weights, and I don't know how to disable it. If anybody knows, if anybody's techie, I probably have to disable it at the computer first. My guess. All right, bicep curls. You're gonna turn the palms forward. You're gonna let the weights kind of rest on the front of the thigh. Bend your knees and your stomach is strong. We're gonna pull all the way up to the shoulder and then lower back down. Now, if you pull all the way up and you feel like you're resting at the top, that's gone too far. Your elbows probably have gone forward. So you want to keep them down towards the floor and only pull to where you feel like there's tension in the bicep. So not all the way here and taking rests, okay? Here we go. Touch the legs, pull 1. You're gonna breathe out when you pull 2. Breathing out 3, strong core. Lift it 4, Build those arms for 5, 6, go to 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. You're going to put your heavy weights down. You're going to get your light ball. So this is a 9-inch, they say, although it looks not quite 9, maybe it's about 9-inch. It's a 9-inch exercise or Pilates ball. You just blow it up. If you want to buy one on Amazon, it costs about $6. You blow it, they give you a little tube and blow it up. It's one of the best things I think that you can exercise with, quite honestly. And I'll show you why. So you're going to bring your right knee up. You're going to put your hands on top of the ball. You're going to gently press the hands down into the ball. You've got to resist that pressure by driving your right knee up into it. You're just going to try to hold that as long as you can. Gentle pressure. You're strengthening more in your hip flexors, strengthening more in the abs, working the arms a little bit. If you need a balance, you can always put your bum against the wall. Okay, if you need an extra balance, you can put your bum against the wall and then lift and press. That way, at least you're getting the strength of the exercise and not worrying about the balance. And change sides. You're just here. Yeah, right there, right there. Yeah, there you go. And another side. Lifting, standing up tall, balancing, gentle pressure, and you're driving that ball, trying to push your air out. And release. Now we're just going to take it and try to squeeze the ball with the hands, holding this. This is an isometric hold. You're working your biceps and your pectorals as you just gently push. Right? You couldn't do an exercise like this with a weight. I mean, you could push a weight, but that's not very fun. It kind of hurts, right? Just trying to push a weight. They don't bend. And release. All right. Next up, we're going to balance again, but this time we're going to take the ball underneath the knee. So if you need to go to your wall, lean back against it, and you're just going to squeeze the ball like so. Keep the knee up high. That way you're working your hip flexor and your core, and then you're squeezing the ball, working the hamstring. The other nice thing that's happening here is you are strengthening your standing leg. If you lose your ball, that's okay. And change sides. Getting core work, hip flexor work without lying down on the mat. So something equivalent to this would be like maybe like your dead bugs or your leg lifts. Really pull that leg up high and squeeze. Except for now we're getting the extra benefit of the standing leg. It's kind of sucks when you're doing it though. And rest. Shake out your legs. Go back to pushing your ball. And release. I'm going to show you the next exercise. And you're going to decide for yourself what weight level you want to do. I'm going to pick one heavy weight and holding onto the edges. You're going to take the weight to the stomach and then slowly extend it out. You're going to try to get it as straight out as you can without completely locking the arms. And you're just going to hold this here. Okay, so you want to be pretty heavy as long as your shoulders can handle it. Isometric hold is working those shoulders, it's working the core, and release. Let's try again. Here we go. Bring it up. Now balance on one leg. Pick a starting leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side, arm, leg, hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. You're going to put the weight into your right hand. You're going to put it up over the head only if that's okay for you. You're going to balance. Right leg lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change legs. Stay with the right arm. Lifting. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change arms. You need to change your weight level. Lifting it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Let's get the heavy weights again. Let's do bicep curls, but we're going to bend over and do like a row. So it looks a little bit different than maybe your traditional row that you're familiar with. Most rows, you're bent over with the hands like this and you're pulling like that. Okay. This row, you're going to take the palms forward and you're going to bend the elbows backwards and do a curl. So it looks, I'm going back and then up towards my lower ribs. Backing up. I feel like I'm almost touching my lowest ribs. Back and pull. Bicep curl. At the same time, I'm doing a row. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 1, 2. Strong core. 3, 4, 5. 5 more to go. 6. Soft knees. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Put your weights down. Going to go into squats. So your feet are about shoulder width apart and your toes are more forward than apart. You're going to take your weight backwards into your heels, sitting your hips back. Then you're going to bend the knees as low as you can go. Now, if you can go all the way down and all the way up with no pain in your knees, you do it. Nice and slow. I want 5 really good ones. Here we go. Lower down and pressing up. Lower down and pressing up. Nice and slow, as low as you can go. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice job. Going to grab your light weights. Going to balance again on 1 foot. Okay, this time the arms are going to come open either to a V or to a T, just depending on your shoulder and what you've got going on today. So pick your starting leg, lift your leg up, and this time try to straighten and bend the knee. Arms are staying steady, and you're just going to straighten and bend 4 times. Nice. Take a breather between. Now, definitely pay attention to your standing foot. You want to try to make it straight forward because we're always trying to fix postural issues. When the toe is turned out or turned in, it can affect your knees, your hips, and your back. And rest. Nice. You're going to bring the weights here to the shoulders. We're going to now lift up the one leg, your starting leg, and we're going to move the whole knee out to the side. It looks like this. Now, if you need to put your hand down onto a wall, go to the wall. Let's see what you can do. 4 of those, and then change. Nice and slow control. Standing foot straight forward. Trying to move the knee and the foot like it's in a cast. Moving just at that hip joint. And finishing out your 4. All right, you're going to stay with your light weights and we're going to do bent over flies. So the arms are micro bent and you're going to bring them out to the side. So they're out near the shoulders, but slightly back. You're looking to work the shoulder blade area between it. That's your rhomboid. You're also working the back of the shoulder, your rear delt. Strong core, flat back. Inhale, you exhale, lift 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. And 4. Exhale 5. Exhale 6. Exhale 7. And exhale 8. You got 2 more, take them. 9, and 10. Yeah, remember it's your workout, guys. If you need to stop short, stop short. If you want to make it more hard, do a couple more at the end. We're going to put these down and you're going to get your slider out. We're going to start with these hip circles. So picking whichever leg you want to start on, make sure your standing leg is straight forward. That makes it harder. Pull up through the belly like a ballerina. And then you're going to sweep the leg behind you, squeeze and push, sweep the leg in front. The idea is that you're trying to stay as steady and straight up and down as possible, as if you were just at dinner table, right? And nobody could see below the tablecloth. You're not tilting, you're not moving. You're lifting up through the core center, like you're trying to draw the spine longer. Quite honestly, where you should be feeling it is in your standing leg and glute. The leg that's sweeping from side to side is actually the passive leg. It's the one not doing the work, which feels backwards, doesn't it? Think the leg that's moving is doing the work. No, it's your standing leg. All right, let's try the other side. Shake it out. Putting the toe, straight legs. Your standing leg is straight forward. And squeeze at the top back. Nice slow control. Remember, we're trying to have that conversation and nobody know that we are doing what's called a rond de jambe in ballet. It takes a lot of focus and concentration and body control, right? We're moving at the hip and trying not to move anything there. Nice job. Okay, so we're going to pull knee to chest. So we'll go back to your wall so you can kind of pull the knee in, just getting a stretch best you can. And then changing sides. And rest. All right, how are your arms? You want more arms? Yes? Yes. All right, get your mat out. Your mats are out. Get your mat ready for you to come onto it. You're going to need your blocks because we're going to move into a lunge. So placing the blocks at the top of your mat, you're going to need a light weight. All right, you're going to put your light weight in your right hand, and you're going to put your hands on the blocks. From here, your left foot's going to step back to a lunge. Belly button is in, and you are going to bring the right hand back behind you, and then lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You can always bring the back knee down if it's too intense. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You can also do the standing lift and lower, but let's get those legs going. Lift and lower. Nice job. Step up. You're going to change legs, change the hand. All right. So hands come to the block. You got your weight in your left hand. Your right foot's going to step back to a lunge, belly in, squeeze those inner thighs. And then left hand reaching back behind, up and down, slow control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, we are going to make our way onto hands and knees. So whichever way is best for you. Going to use your light weight. However, you're going to use your block. One block underneath the left hand, that's going to help lift you up a little bit. You're going to bring the arm forward. So you're going to bend, you're going to pull the belly in strong. You're going to bend the elbow a little bit, and you're going to lift it up forward. Okay, the straighter the arm, the harder it is. The more bent the elbow, the easier it is. Just trying to raise it forward and up towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing to the other side. Block underneath your hand. And we're going to raise it forward, either straight arm, slightly bent, or a lot of bent. Find the one that feels best to you today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your block to the side and your weight to the side. Come onto your belly. You're going to put your forehead onto the mat, and your hands are going to come back by your sides. We're just going to lift the arms. Starting either with the palms up or the palms down, either way. We're going to do 8 of those, and then we're going to flip the palm. 1, 2, head down. 3, head on the mat. 4, forehead down, tuck it in. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Turn the palms the other way. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Prop yourself up onto your forearms for a little back stretch. All right, we're going to come back down. You can rest your forehead on your hands. You're going to bend the right knee and flex the foot. We're going to try to lift the knee up off the floor. Okay, 1, squeeze the glute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, bending the knee, flex the foot. We lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Now you're going to bend your right knee and then tap the toe down. Hamstring curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. We bend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Child's pose, stretching it out your back and arms and hips. Hips towards the heels, forehead to the floor. We're going to do something very similar on hands and knees now. So coming on up, you're going to extend your right leg behind you, and we're going to do leg lifts. Okay, 10 of these. Strong core, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up. Strong arms. Fingers are spread wide. Bend right knee and left knee, looking for a little stretch through the hips and the back of the legs. Don't worry about your heels touching down. They do not have to. And then coming back down to your knees. We're going to extend the right leg behind and lift. Flex the foot. We're going to bend the knee, hamstring curl. 1, 2, belly in. 3, 4, 5. Even weight in your hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Other side. Flex the foot. We bend it. 1. Always starts off so easy. 2. And the next thing you know, you're going what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another stretch, child's pose or down dog, whichever one you prefer. All right, make your way onto your back. You're gonna grab your ball. You're gonna place it between your knees. Your feet are gonna come up into the air. All right, so you're not trying to squeeze the ball necessarily. You're just trying to keep it as a spacer. What you're looking to do is bring your feet open, creating an internal rotation. So the knees stay together, but your feet open apart, and then you come back to center. I'm going to turn so you guys can see a little bit better. So I start in a dead bug position with my feet straight forward. My ball is a spacer. Going to keep my knees in the same spot and open the feet. I should be able to see the side of my shoes, my toes straight up towards the ceiling, and then bring them back to center. So I'm going to come around and help some of you guys because this one's a little bit harder to understand. All right, so that you're doing external, you're actually going this way, pushing open. Try to keep your toes straight up. Yes. Right, the internal rotation. This is very hard to do. Yes. Yes. Yes, good work. Good work. That's it. Let's see how you guys are doing. How are you doing? So you're going to try to push the leg open like that. Open and then back in. Open. Yes. An internal rotation by opening the legs. If you need to hold on to your legs, my dear, hold on to your legs there. Bring the ball between your two knees. And then you're going to try to open the knees like that, right between there. That way you can use your hands to help support for the core. It is so hard. Internal rotation usually gets missed with most people's workouts. So try to keep the ball steady. Okay. Without squeezing it, you're just trying to move the feet apart and then come back to center. Rotating, right? It's a rotation right there.
Okay.
It's actually starting at the hip joint.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Keep the ball between your knees and place your feet down onto the floor, because what was lovely about that, not only were you working your hips, but you're getting your core workout in as well. So after you release that, you're going to do a bridge. All right, so you're not trying to squeeze the ball. It's just there as a spacer. Hands by your sides, palms down. You're going to start to peel your hips up off the floor. Feel one vertebra at a time, lift up, and then lower back down. Only lift to your level. When you feel like your body stops naturally, that's where you stop, and then lower back down. Some of you can go very high. Others will go very low. You're going to feel your glutes tighten here. Going up and down at your pace. And then lower down. Go ahead and remove your ball and place it to the side. All right, keep your knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to gently press the lower back towards the mat. So nice and slow, starting with a very little amount of pressure, and then start to increase the amount of tension in the abs as you try to flatten the back, and then slowly releasing back out. So it's a slow contraction. I really want you to really tune in to your stomach and feeling the firing of the muscles, and then slowly release. What we're also doing here is doing a little decompression of the lower lumbar. So if you have spinal stenosis, this is a great exercise because you're doing a little pelvic tilt, creating space in the lumbar as you're pressing the abs down, creating a stretch, and then releasing to a neutral curve. Nice, slow control. Try not to use your legs or hips too much. Make this all about ab activation. And then relax your abs. You're going to bend your elbows, tuck them in next to your sides. You're going to gently press your arms into the mat. Your chest might arch or back bend, and that's good. You're trying to get your chest up towards the ceiling. Your hips are down, your head is down, and I'm just pressing using my back strength, arm strength, shoulder strength, and then relax. I'm pressing the back of the arms down into my mat. My chest might come up a little bit or might not. And relax. Press. And release. And press. And release. One more time, press. And release. Figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left knee and open the knee. You have the option to stay right here, or you can draw the knee into the chest. So it's 2 separate stretches. Okay, so don't think that you have to do this drawing in of the legs, because here when you draw it in, you're getting more glute stretch. Okay, when you keep the foot down and open up the knee, you're getting a little bit more in the front hip crease and not anything really in your glutes here in the hips. So finding the one that feels best to you is what I always look for, or maybe a combination of both. Change sides, crossing the ankle over the thigh. Start with the opening, see how that feels. Try the draw in, see how that feels. And release. You're going to grab a hold of your toes or the outside edge of your feet. You're going to do happy baby. Knees are bent a lot. There really is trying to get your knees as close to the floor as you can go without overstraining or over pulling. Trying to keep your head and your spine and hips all flat on the floor. If your spine is flat on the floor, then you can start to roll from side to side. If your head is lifted or your hips are lifted, you want to probably not do the roll from side to side, as you're not as flat as you should be for the side to side roll. Just staying in the position until you can get your spine flat would be where you would want to try to stay. And then releasing your feet down to the mat. Legs go straight. Flex your feet. And then relax your legs. Squeeze your tushy, tighten up the glutes, and release. Deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. And one more time, deep breath in and exhale out. Taking your time to come up, bending your knees, either rolling over onto a side, rolling up, or just roll up. Guys, that was it. I know a fast class today. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it.